Hey, what's up you guys, your dad, and I am alongside the great Austin Wallace. And today we're going to be talking about how we met, I don't even know her name still,
Michele.
Michele. So today we're going to be talking about how we met Michele and how I'm an embarrassing mess and how
I can't take him anywhere.
And yeah, just like, I don't even know. Don't forget if you're new here to click on the subscribe button down here. We make new videos all the time, so let's just get started.
Can we start off on the time you first embarrassed me while we got there?
Yeah, let's start from the very beginning.
We drive in, he's like, I need to go to the bathroom. We're in Sony Studios.
Yeah, we're in Sony Studios.
Like, everyone there is professional, dressed very professionally.
I almost went in a crop top. I was wearing this shirt, I'll put the picture up now.
And we get there, he goes into the bathroom, comes out, screams.
Oh yeah, I was like, ah! Because I love scaring him. Rest in peace, headphone users.
And like, I'm just sitting there like, I can't take him anywhere. I'm not a big fan of hers. I
had no clue she was. They're like, oh, she's from Glee. I'm like, never seen Glee.
I've seen Glee, but I haven't. You've seen Scream Queens. I have.
Well, I didn't know she was in Scream Queens until after. But I heard she was in Scream Queens, and I'm like, oh shit, now I kind of know who she is. And then I'm like, who was she? And he goes, she was the evil one. And I was like, oh, I know who she is. And I was like low-key excited at that point.
What we both were expecting though, so because it was an album release
party.
So what we thought was we would be going in this big, like maybe a banquet type room.
And I thought it was just gonna be a bunch of like influencers.
I thought it was gonna be like 50, 100 people and
like turning up to her music.
And like maybe her giving a speech and taking pictures with like a few people. We walk into what was maybe like a conference room.
A tiny little
conference the size of our living room. Well, a little bit bigger.
Because we live in
poverty. But like it was this little tiny table. There were maybe 15 other people there. She sat right next to us.
Right next to me.
Of all people.
The worst one to sit next to. But no, it was like weird because she's like, alright, can everyone go around and introduce themselves? Like she has no fucking clue who anybody is. Meanwhile, she knows everybody in the room besides us. So she goes, let's go around. Even though like the second she came in the room, like her presence was just like I felt like she was a celebrity.
Oh yeah, you could tell. I mean, she was, like, don't get me wrong, she was the sweetest person in the whole world. And I actually fell in love with one of her.
I had a bonding moment with her. We looked each other in the eyes and giggled, but there's more to that later on. But no, like, she's like, everyone introduce yourselves.
And tell them what you did.
No, okay, I just threw up. No, so like everyone's like, hi, I work for E! News. I work for Ryan Seacrest. I work at Sony Pictures. I work for this company. I work for BuzzFeed. And then it comes to us and we're like, hi, I'm a YouTuber. And he's like, she like literally zoned in on us. We were sitting directly next to her. She literally is like, I'm sitting here, pops her ass right next to me. And I'm like, why are you sitting next to me of all people? The most awkward one there. And she kept looking at me and smiling and I'm like, hi. And
I could tell you were nervous.
Why?
Because you act differently when you're nervous. You get very quiet and like you smile a lot. Like this, you'll go like everywhere. Like this dead ass smile on your face. Like I have no soul, but I am uncomfortable.
Could you tell I didn't want her to sit next to me?
Yeah. There was a time, like I remember sitting there, especially when we get to the juicy part of the story, wishing like, oh my god, I should have sat where he's sitting, oh my god, because
I was about to tell her, can you just get up and sit somewhere else?
She's like, can I sit here?
No. This is my album release party, not yours. But no, she's asked what everyone does, and we're like, we're YouTubers, and she goes, I'm really interested in what you guys do, and I'm like, fuck, don't talk to me. And she's like, so what do you do? And I'm like, I do story times and vlogs. I don't know.
Anxiety.
I was just like, I don't want to come out to 50 people in a room right now, even though I should have. It would have been flawless. It would have been on point. My pussy would have been wet.
Okay.
And then she's like, oh my god, so like tell me a story. And I'm like, my Uber driver tried to take me home once. Like I literally couldn't think of anything to say. That was the first thing that comes to mind. She goes, my Uber driver was wearing a mask once. And Austin goes, I would run.
She literally goes, and just like, she was like, apparently it was recent, just randomly put on a mask. I would have been like, that's when you hop the fuck out of that car. She was so unbelievably sweet. And that's why I came this close to killing Joey.
She's like, have you guys heard my song? Everyone like asking, and everyone's like, yeah. And we're like, yeah. And she goes, you guys haven't heard it. Literally points at us, and I'm like, you're right, we haven't. She goes, well, we'll listen to it again anyways. So she starts playing the song, and I am fucking looking at everybody in the room. Everybody, and everyone is eating, not paying attention. Well, like they're paying attention, they're like jamming to the songs, eating chips and guac, and there's free chips and guac, champagne, and water there. What do you think this bitch is doing right here? He's getting drunk, watching her sing, listening to her sing, and slamming some guacamole chips. And what does this little boy over here do?
Almost has a panic attack.
Pinches my leg. And I look over and I'm like, oh, that might have been an accident. So I just keep eating my guacamole chips, and I'm sitting directly next to her, and like everyone's eating. I don't think she gives a fuck. I don't think she cares. Maybe. She was talking about how much work she put in the album. It took her 3 years to make it. But I go for another scoop and I put like some peppers on there and guacamole, and I crunch, I bite down, and he like looks at me and stomps on my foot. Literally, like
dig my fingernails into his leg and step on his foot, and I go.
He literally goes,
now's not the time.
And I was sitting like directly next to her, and I was like, she doesn't care, but I was like, okay, like I'm not gonna fight Austin right now, so I just didn't eat. Even though I was staring, I literally wanted to like, I wanted to smack you and be like, look at that bitch right there fucking munching on her chips and guac, why can't I? It was, why would they have it? If you weren't there
afterwards. We sat there for a good 20 minutes afterwards eating. Let me tell it from my side of the story. So can I open the note?
Yeah.
We're sitting there, and she's all like, I've put so much work into this album. It's so sentimental. I put 3 years of my life into this. She literally goes, I like critiqued every song down to the second to make sure every song was perfect. And she's like, so this song is very, very important to me. I'm just gonna play it right now. Please listen and tell me, like, think like what you guys think about it and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, everyone's gonna be professional. I was wrong. I'm listening to this song, and all I hear.
He's looking this way.
All I hear.
Leah is sitting right here next to me. I'm here. Austin's here. He's looking over this way at the projector where the music's playing.
All I hear is
in his ear.
So then I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. Everyone is being respectful. Okay, and now I also noticed 2 other people were eating. Her friend, who had probably listened to this song 4 billion times, and her manager, who probably heard this song 4 million times. So I turn very politely and look at Joey and go, oh, wait, that you can't see. I'm pinching his leg. I discreetly pinch his leg, give him a little smile.
I thought you were just like playing with me like you always do.
And then I turn around to continue to listen to the music that she put 3 years of her life into, and that we were selected out of pretty much everyone in the whole world. 15 people were selected to hear a preview of this song.
No, of her album.
Of her album. So I turn back around peacefully. Everyone is listening to the music. People are getting into it at this point. They're jamming.
They're like,
I'm starting to get into it. I enjoy it. I see movement behind me, and I just pray to God that he's not doing what I think he's gonna do. And then once again, all I hear is and chewing and crunching till the cows come home. And I came so close to turning around and throat punching him across the...
He dropped a crumb on me.
Sitting there like profusely sweating, wondering what Michele
is sitting right next to me
is thinking, because she invited these few people to come in and listen to this music, and this boy is clearly more interested in the guacamole.
But like,
so then I turn around and lose my shit on you. Peacefully.
He stomped on my fucking foot.
That was my way of telling you to shut the fuck up.
And you said,
no, I turn around and I go,
oh yeah, and then there was this one point, like, besides what he just explained, where like, I just like felt awkward, because like, I would always look at everybody in the room, and everyone was like looking different places, because like the music was like coming from the front, but like she was in the back, next to me.
There wasn't like a good place to like stare.
I know, there was never a good place to stare. So I like, casually like, looked over at her, and she was staring at me, she was like, like the crazy bitch she is in what movie is
Scream
it?
Queens.
In Scream Queens. The crazy bitch she is in Scream Queens. And she's like, do you like it? And I was like, oh my god, yeah, I love this song. And she's like, do you really though? And I was like, yeah, I really do. And she's like, thank you. And I was like, no problem. And then I like looked away and I was like, that was the most awkward.
I remember hearing that. I remember hearing you talk, and I'm like, Leah, out of everybody, please. He's gonna say something stupid.
Did you hear us talk though?
Yeah, I had no idea what you were saying, but I knew she was talking to you. I'm like, please stop. He's not good in social situations.
So we connected on a deeper level than anyone else in that room that day. So thank you, Leah.
Oh wait, okay, so there was this one song that was called Heavy Love that I fell in.
Oh, he belted out. He was like, I think this is gonna be a hit. And everyone was like, yeah. And you're like, no, I really like it. It speaks to me. Ah!
I literally feel like everybody was just like trying to be like nice and stuff, and everyone was like, this is so good, this is so good. And I'm like, I like this song a lot, and I think it's gonna be a really big song. Like, I was just really vocal. I'm like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it was a really good song. I'm gonna download it when it comes out. Everyone else was like nice and stuff, but no one was like really making conversation with her. I don't know if we were supposed to make conversation with her, but she seemed to enjoy it.
Anyways, the end, she like literally came to us first, gravitated towards the social media influencers because she loves us and had a conversation with us. I don't remember anything. I blacked out.
I just remember being like, can I take a selfie?
She's like, yes, let's take a selfie. Use the dog filter.
No, she literally goes, she goes, you think I put this high ponytail up for nothing?
She's like, I got that Khloe Kardashian high ponytail. Let's take a selfie. And then she retweeted Austin.
I love her.
I know. She was like,
I fell in love.
She said, I'm obsessed with you. I was like, oh, Austin, I'm so happy for you. But like, it was really cool. I don't know, I just thought the experience was funny, so I wanted to share it with you guys.
That's just the only time I came like this close to full on punching you.
Oh, wait, there was one more part where we're like, oh, I think we should leave, because everyone's leaving.
Oh, yeah.
She pops her head back and goes, no, eat all the food you want, I don't care. And then just leaves. And we're like, thanks.
I literally wanted to be like, you're my spirit animal.
But yeah, Leah Michele is dope as fuck, I love her.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting us to your album listening to party.
Hashtag places.
Hashtag places.
That's her new album name, by the way.
But yeah, guys, what do you guys think? Was I a fucking asshole or was I an asshole? What was I?
Should I have just shut the fuck up and not stopped on his foot?
She would have been like, excuse me, you need to leave.
She was so easy to talk to.
No, she was for real though. She literally took a selfie and she's like, oh my god, I love it! And I was like, oh my god, she's just like all the other girls in school. She's like every other girl in the world.
Wow, she's an actual
Like, I'm the only girl in the world. But yeah, that's the story about Leah Michele having us come to her viewing release party. If you guys like this, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe.
We're garbage.
We're literal trash who eat chips at a viewing party. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Don't forget, be bold, be brave, and break boundaries. I love you guys so much. Stay awesome. Peace.